Hello, my name is Juan Serna. I am a student of the Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia UNAD. In this occasion, I am going to talk about my weekly routines. So on Monday, I wake up at 7 a.m. Then I usually take a shower. After that, I usually make my bed. Then I usually have my breakfast. I eat my breakfast at 7:30 a.m. After that, I usually make the chores. I clean my house, and then I usually make my homeworks, my tasks for my university. So at 11:30 a.m. I usually begin to make my lunch to eat, and at 12 p.m. I usually have my lunch. After that, I take a rest. I sleep from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. o'clock. After that, I begin to make my homeworks again in the internet. In the afternoon, I take a shower because it's hot in my municipality. So I make my task, I make my homework, and in the night I usually at 7 p.m. I usually watch a little bit TV and the TV news. And finally, at 9 p.m. I usually play video games a little bit and to get a rest, to take a rest, and finally at 11 p.m. I go to the bed for sleep. And that's my routine in the Monday. Later on Tuesday, I usually repeat my same routine than the first day, Monday. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. Then I take a shower. Then I make my breakfast. I clean my house at 8 a.m. So then I make my tasks, the homeworks for the university, and in the 11 p.m. I begin to make my lunch to eat. At 12 p.m. I take my lunch. I take 1 hour to eat. And then I go to bed to sleep a little bit. And in the afternoon, I repeat the same pattern than the Monday. So I begin to make my homework. I take a shower for the same thing I just said. And in the night, I make the same things. I go to eat a little bit, and I watch a little bit TV, and I go to the bed to 11 p.m. On the Wednesday morning, I usually make my bed after waking up, and then I go to the shower. I make my breakfast at 8 a.m. After that, I clean my house, and then I begin to make my tasks for the university. In the at 11 a.m. I begin to make my lunch to eat. So at 12 p.m. I take my lunch. I do the same thing. I go to the bed at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. After that, I usually begin to make my tasks, and then at 4 o'clock p.m. I take a shower because the weather here is hot, and I have to wash. Then in the night I watch a little bit TV, and I go to sleep at 11 p.m. Now, in Thursday morning, I wake up at 7 a.m. I make my bed, I clean the house, then I take a shower, and at 10 a.m. o'clock, I begin to make my tasks. And at 11 a.m. I begin to make my lunch, and then I eat my lunch at 12 p.m. I take a sleep in the afternoon, and then I watch a little bit TV, and finally I go to the bed at 11 o'clock. Now, before the quarantine we are living now, I had a work, and I was working at a restaurant, and I was working between 11 a.m. in the morning to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. That was 3 hours in the work before the quarantine we are living now. On weekends, my routine changes a little bit. I wake up usually and normally at 9 a.m. I take a shower, then I make my breakfast. I begin to make my lunch at 12 p.m. and at 2 p.m. I am sleeping in my bed, and I wake up at 4 p.m. Then I make a little bit tasks in the university, and in the night I play video games, and I do the same thing in the Sunday. That was my weekly routine, and thank you very much.